the 5G revolution in communications and beyond is the theme of today. But I think, as I said at the top, some people may feel like 5G launched already. Sort of, I've heard about this, or read about this, or maybe even have a phone with it on. But we haven't yet reached the true promise, the true potential of 5G for a number of reasons. What do the panel think we need to do to get to that point? Obviously, there are various technical things that need to happen as well, but possibly business model and sort of further down this disaggregation chain as well.
So we do have a good start in the industry. We've seen quite a bit happen. Technology is becoming more mature in the market and installations happening, but there is so much more we can do because we want this to be pervasive and ubiquitous around the world. And typically when you need that and you want to expand to all use cases, you need to do a couple things. You need to continue to drive down, because if you want massive scale, you need to drive down costs. And we do that through open standards, and we do that through partnering and interoperability to make the cost of entry lower so more people can deploy. But as with some of these critical use cases, autonomous driving or connected factories or connected healthcare, we have to have extremely low latency solutions. We have to have the best performance out there so we know we're not going to risk anything as we transmit over 5G. And that's when we need to continue to see these deployments. We want to see standalone 5G deployments, not the tethered to LTE, but standalone. And that's going to give you that low latency and performance. And once you have that cost and you have that low latency and performance, the TCO of moving a private network or moving more business into 5G use cases is going to make itself apparent.
For Greg, I guess this is you were talking about disaggregation of the network there and how it could enable 5G use cases. So how do you think that's going to play out in order to deliver 5G's potential?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I think, first I make a comment to the, have people seen the benefit of 5G yet? And actually there's benefits of 5G that maybe individual consumers don't realize, but the network realizes. So just first to realize that 5G, the capacity of a 5G network in the same amount of spectrum is maybe 3 to 10 times higher. So that's a big benefit to the network, and the user gets the benefit in that, you're a lot more people on the spectrum. Also, there's a real sustainability benefit to 5G, and the energy per bit in 5G is about 10 times less than in 4G. So, we're all looking for sustainable solutions. So those are benefits that maybe the consumer doesn't feel on their device, but those are benefits. But I think, as Rajin was saying, the exciting opportunities are still to come because 5G has the capabilities with low latency and network slicing to provide use cases that weren't available in mission critical networks, and also the ability of private networks. Phil was talking about private and enterprise networks. And so those things are really just starting. I think the consumer world goes first because it's a faster ramp, but we're starting to see more and more of these use cases coming forward. So the benefit of network disaggregation is it allows for a different kind of scale. So it allows for networks that can be private, that can be small, that can be large, and there's a much larger flexibility in use cases, whether those are hosted from a carrier or whether those are privately built networks. And so we believe that network disaggregation, and when we're talking, it has some challenges too, but the opportunity is that it opens up the use cases significantly. And we think you'll see these cases in factory automation and enterprise use are going to start to come forward more. And that will be the real longer term benefits of 5G.